Hello and welcome along to another episode of Finn's the Word, the Miami Dolphins UK YouTube channel. And today we're going to be looking back on last night's action between Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Another defeat for Miami, but a lot of positives to take from it, but again, so many frustrations to take as well, as it has been the entire season with Miami, let's face it. But what I want you guys to do is let me know in the comment section what you thought of last night's match. Where were you excited about? Where were you disappointed with? What's your thoughts on the Rosen and Fitzpatrick situation? I'm going to be answering all of those things at the end of the video, but what I'm going to be doing first is going back over last night's game, having a little bit of a look and giving you a breakdown of what I thought was going on during the game. So I'm going to be referring to my notes on here. We're starting off with the first half. Buffalo are the first team on the offensive side of the game. Gore with an 8-yard run. Wilkins then ejected from the game. Second play, he's ejected. Stupid rookie mistake. I've put in brackets on here. What are your thoughts on that? I know there's an aggression side of it. You've got to be aggressive if you're on that offensive and defensive line of the ball, but that's just a stupid thing to be doing. Allen, pass deflected and nearly intercepted, dropped by Charlton. Holding call on Buffalo. DeMarco with a 27-yard catch and run after a missed tackle by McMillan. Holding by Eric Rowe cost 10 yards. First time out for Buffalo already in the game. 3rd and 10. Jerome Baker with a great pressure on Allen. Forces a field goal. The field goal is good and it's 3-0 to Buffalo. Then Fitzpatrick comes into the game. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you think he should be starting at all? He does though. He tosses it back to Albert Wilson, who goes for the throw and gets tackled. A loss of 10 is a bad start for Miami. But then Walton, one of the star men of the game, runs for 19 yards. It's a superb run. Ballage then runs 2 to get a first down. Fitzpatrick tries running on 3rd and 11. He gets stopped. It forces a punt, so not a good start from Miami's perspective. Gore and Allen with runs on first downs and a big catch and a run for the Bills. Penalty against the Bills for holding. McCain with a stop on a 3rd and 11 forces another field goal, and the field goal is good. Buffalo 6-0 up. Fitzpatrick to Williams and a great catch for 35 yards. Walton runs up the middle for a 14-yard gain. Again, Walton just absolutely superb in this one. A 5-yard penalty on Buffalo. Drake with a run for 4 yards. A timeout called by Miami. First down run for Miami. Fitzpatrick to Parker, and it's tipped and dropped. Fitzpatrick to Williams for 9 yards. Ballage 2-yard run, and it's a touchdown. Miami lead in this game. Incredible stuff. We're 7-6 up. It's brilliant. Happy days after a bit of a shaky start. That's been a good response from the offense, so I'm really chuffed with that. Holding call on Buffalo. Brown with a catch for 10 yards. Gore with an 8-yard run. Allen with a 10-yard run. Brown with a 23-yard catch. Webster injured for the Dolphins. Allen to Knox, and it's dropped. Timeout for Miami. Eric Rowe with great coverage forces Buffalo to go for a field goal. So on 3 drives that Buffalo have had, they've scored a field goal on all 3. Cannot get a touchdown at this point. So the defensive side of things, not really making too many plays, but they are restricting them to field goals, which I suppose is a good thing. It's a positive to take. Then Fitzpatrick to Williams for a 12-yard gain. Fitzpatrick to Wilson for a 22-yard gain. Walton with a 6-yard run. Roughing the passer call against the Bills. Fitzpatrick to Parker for 7 yards, and then Fitzpatrick to Parker for a touchdown. And again, Miami are leading. That's 2 touchdowns in the first half. Insane stuff. Beagle with a sack on Allen forces a punt for Buffalo. 3rd and out. Edmonds with a big stop forcing a 3rd and 20, and Miami call a timeout. Drake with an 8-yard run, which is an interesting call when you're at 3rd and 20, forces the punt. And then an incomplete pass by Allen, and on the clock it goes to a 2-minute warning. Taco Charlton with a sack after so much moving about by Allen. That boy is hard to catch. A 10-yard penalty on Buffalo. 3rd and 19, and Buffalo attempts to run, and no good. End of the half. Boos ring out from the Buffalo fans. Miami are ahead at half time. Incredible stuff. And then we move on into the second half. It's a 10-yard penalty against Miami to start the half. Gesicki catch for 1 yard. Gesicki with a 17-yard superb catch. Parker with a catch for 14 yards. Fitzpatrick falls after the snap. That was bizarre. I think he just tripped over himself. He wasn't expecting it to be coming that low. And then Fitzpatrick runs for 12 yards and gets a first down, so it's a good recovery from him. Walton with a 12-yard run, but it's called back for holding. Roughing the passer call on Buffalo with a 15-yard penalty. Drake with a 9-yard run. Walton with half a yard run, so it's 4-1. Flores wants to get it measured. It doesn't happen, so it forces him to call a timeout. He's absolutely fuming on the sidelines, and rightly so. Field goal unit are out, but it's a fake punt, and Matt Cort with a run and gets the first down. I'm thinking, this is going to be the moment. This is the moment where Miami are going to win a game this season. We're going to be 1-15 for the entire year. But then Fitzpatrick's sacked by former Dolphins, Jordan Phillips. And then Fitzpatrick with an interception. And this, for me, is where the game changed. You could go up 21-9 and make it very, very difficult for Buffalo. The fans have already been on their back. They've already turned against them. You get that third touchdown. And for me, I think that's game done. It will be, but then at that point, the moment the interception comes, the crowd suddenly perk up. Everyone gets behind them, and the game and the momentum change. And that's when, in the second half, we all know what Miami are like. They collapsed. Gore with a 15-yard run, a 20-yard catch by Williams. Gore with an 11-yard run, and then it's the end of the third quarter. Gore gets the first down, but called back for holding. Beasley with a catch, and it's a first down, and then a Brown touchdown for the Bills. Bills go for the 2-point conversion. Allen runs and gets it. So Buffalo are now 17-14 up. And as I said, the momentum is now well and truly with them. And the confidence to go for a 2-point conversion rather. They get it. Walton with an 8-yard run. Walton 3-yard run for a first down. Walton with an 8-yard run. Fitzpatrick goes for a deep throw and it's no good. We're forced to punt. Again, momentum is well and truly with Buffalo now. Allen to Brown for a 24-yard catch. Allen goes deep on 3rd and 5. No good. Buffalo punt. Fitzpatrick to Williams and it's dropped after contact. Turnover for Buffalo. Allen to McKenzie for a first down on a 3-yard line. Buffalo call a timeout. Allen to Beasley for a touchdown. Buffalo are now 24-14 up, and the game is well and truly out of Miami's reach now, even though we have got so much time still to play, but the game is effectively done at this point. Gesicki, 24-yard catch, but it's called back for holding. 2 missed catches, and now it's 4th and 12, and Miami decide to punt. Miami calls 2 timeouts to try and slow the game down. Buffalo can't get a first down, and they're forced to punt. Penalty on Williams for a false start. Penalty on the Bills. Parker with a catch and run on the first down. 4th and 7. Miami go for it and get it from Gesicki with a 5-yard catch. Fitzpatrick to Hearns for a 17-yard gain. We're at the 2-minute warning. Fitzpatrick to Wilson catch, but it's out of the end zone. Fitzpatrick with a 15-yard run, and it's a touchdown. Miami are back in the game. It's 24-21. We've still got time. But then, as I tweeted out, the most Miami thing ever. They go for the onside kick attempt, and what happens? It's caught by Micah Hyde. No one reacts. It's a touchdown, Buffalo. Buffalo 31. Miami 21. A loss of 19 yards for Miami after a drop by Fitzpatrick on a snap. Miami penalty to end the game. It finishes Buffalo Bills 31, Miami 21. So, what are my thoughts on the game? Well, momentum was with Miami. We had that opportunity and we blew it. We absolutely blew that game. We should have won it. The crowd were against Buffalo. We had the momentum. We had it in our stride. And we blew it in the second half, as we have done continuously this season. First half's been great. Second halves have been poor, and we continued that. For me, I'm disappointed because I want to see what Rosen is capable of. Do I think he's going to be the quarterback for the Miami Dolphins over the next 10 years? No. However, I want to see what he's about more than Rosen at this point. More than Fitzpatrick, rather. Because Fitzpatrick's not the future. We know that. That is clear. But you can't install into someone, right, Fitzpatrick's had his chance. You're now going to be our quarterback moving forward for the rest of this season. And halfway through his first game, you drop him, you take him out. That's bad coaching. That is bad coaching. And now his confidence is knocked. Fitzpatrick is back in. However, having Fitzpatrick there, on the flip side of it, does allow for people like Parker, like Williams and Walton to be able to shine, because there's no pressure on all four of them. And Kazicki's having a great time out there at the moment. So the flip side of it is that whilst the quarterback position may be up for debate, the rest of the team are benefiting from the fact that Fitzpatrick are there. And I think the offensive line is getting slowly, and I mean ever so slowly, better. Defensively, we've got issues, and that much is very, very clear. Xavier Howard was missing from the game again, as was Rashard Jones. Their futures are up in the air. Whether or not it's injury related, I could not tell you. That's up to you guys to have a little bit of a think about. But yeah, there's a lot to think about. And I saw a very interesting tweet, and I'm going to try and pull it up as I speak at the moment. I did favourite it because it really, really did resonate. Hang on 2 seconds. So this was from a Miami fan. He said, the goal of a disastrous season for the Miami Dolphins is to find guys that will stick. Preston Williams, Taco Charlton, Vince Beagle, Mark Walton, Mike Gesicki and Devontae Parker have all made the most of it. And I 100% agree with that. It's about what are we going to be doing moving forward? Who is going to be part of this revolution? Who is going to be part of what Miami are trying to achieve moving forward? And for me, a big, big plus from that game was Mike Gesicki and Mark Walton. Walton was incredible at running back. I thought he had a really, really good game. And Mike Gesicki is just getting better and better with every single game. And as I said, maybe those components, I'm talking Williams, Walton, Gesicki and Parker, are going to benefit from the fact that Fitzpatrick is there ahead of Rosen, which as much as it sucks for Rosen, it could be benefit them. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. I saw a lot of people last night saying that they don't care the fact that we lost. This is exactly what they want. They want to finish with the worst record in this league. For me, a defeat against your rivals, in the manner in which it happened in that second half, that's what's disappointing. That, for me, is more disappointing. I cannot get behind losing on a regular basis. I get why people are doing it, and I get why we're tanking. It just doesn't sit well with me. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'll be really interested to hear what you guys have to say. But until the next time, as always on the channel, thank you very much for watching. Fins up.